Hello everyone, welcome to Sacred Heart School Study Help Guide. Here is your Mamta Miss. Welcome, my dear 8th class students, to the part 1 of your English 2 literature, the poem Invictus. So, before beginning the chapter Invictus, let us know about the poet who written the poem Invictus, William Ernest Henley. So, William Ernest Henley was born in 23rd August 1849 in Gloucestershire, England, and died in 11th July 1903. He was a British poet, critic, writer, and editor who, in his journals, introduced the early work of many of the great English writers of the 1890s. At the age of 14, Henley contracted tuberculosis of the bone and had his leg amputated. Despite his ill health, Henley led a full, active life for many years, becoming a renowned editor and publisher in his time. So let us now, my dear students, know about the theme of the poem. Okay? And let us go here with the theme before we begin the chapter. In the 19th century, Britain, tuberculosis was merely a death sentence since it was the deadliest disease in the world at that time. Most people feared to contract the disease because there were not enough resources available for a cure yet. In the 1800s, poet William Ernest was diagnosed with tuberculosis when he was a child. However, he lived with the disease until he was 53. During surgery, he wrote his most recognized poem, Invictus, which means unconquerable. In Henley's poem, Invictus, Henley faced death and wrote his poem to convey perseverance and inner strength of the human being, to not lose hope and to develop courage in hard moments of life. Invictus talks about the deep realities of life, which is not smooth and flawless. So, my dear students, before I begin the chapter, okay, let us know the meaning of your poem Invictus. Okay, what do you mean by Invictus? Before we start the stanzas, let me make you understand. Invictus means unconquerable. It is a Latin word. Okay, it means unconquerable or undefeated. Written by William Ernest Henley. This poem is about courage in the face of death and holding on one's own eligibility despite the indignities. The places before the poem was written right, Henley was in the hospital. So when Henley was in the hospital, he wrote this poem, being treated for tuberculosis of the bone, also known as spot disease. So at that time, tuberculosis was known as spot disease also. So Invictus by William Ernest Henley is an inspiration and motivational poem, my dear students. This poem depicts the poet's attempt to motivate himself when there is no hope at all. When the poet writes this poem, he was already lost one of his legs. So in such a situation of mental and physical agony, the poet tries to lift up his courage. So my dear students, this is all about your meaning of the poem, the introduction to the poem, the Invictus. So my dear students, here this poem contains 4 stanzas. Okay, so let us go with the first stanza now. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. So let us know the meaning and explanation of this stanza. In the very beginning of the poem, the poet says that he wants to thank God. In fact, he admits that his life has no ray of hope. Rather, his future seems to be as dark as a pit. But then also, he is grateful to God for his unconquerable soul. He says that no pain can be able Out of that night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole. Black as the pit means this refers to the poet's suffering, the darkness which has taken over his mind. In the daytime, we can get all the positive things. We can go anywhere, do anything also. But in the night time, we can't. We are helpless during the night time. So here the poet says, out of the night that covers me, means in the full darkness, all around, the whole surrounding has been covered with darkness, and here the poet is in full of suffering. Black as the pit from pole to pole. Here pole to pole means from the North Pole to South Pole, we can say. That means all over the world it is dark. In front of whom? In front of the poet. And just black as the pit means his life is now just dark like a pit, dark like a ditch. Isn't it? I thank whatever gods may be. So everywhere he is looking after the suffering, pain, agony, isn't it? But still he is thanking God. I thank whatever gods may be, he is saying, for my unconquerable soul. Even though this night covers me with full of suffering, I thank God that no one can conquer my soul. I cannot be defeated. Here the poet says, in the first 4 lines, we understand that there is a pitch black darkness which is cursed as a gloomy problem on despair. And this seems no way out of it. The poet prays to the God in most agnostic way possible by saying whatever God may be. But even as he prays, he doesn't ask for strength to deal with the crisis looming over his head. He simply thanks them for the strength he already has. That itself is an indication God may be there for his unconquerable soul. So here in the first line, the poet has personified night in the poem, such as out of the night that covers me. Night stands for the suffering that troubles him. Isn't it, my dear students? So you can see in this first stanza how in a pathetic situation the poet is in painful and suffering, where the whole night is in front of him with a helpless mood. And he thinks himself that he is in the dark ditch where there is no possibility of coming out. But still, he has not lost his hope. He is sad, but still he thanks God, and he thinks that there is no one in this world, that one who can conquer his soul. He can stand by himself. So he has his own confidence to stand by himself. Okay, my dear students? So